It's a beautiful magical day for a new adventure here on the Witch Plays channel. And last time, we finally left our starter island behind and followed the trail to Timberline Basin. Along the way, we learned a few important lessons. Apparently, flying directly across the ocean is a terrible idea. And homebound scrolls are lifesavers we didn't know that we needed before. We also discovered that the next Witchspire Key isn't where it's supposed to be. According to the journals, we found someone hid it underground because they believed it was too dangerous to leave out in the open. Which raises a very important question. If the key was hidden for a reason, should we really be collecting them? Before ending our last adventure, we had established a brand new base. In fact, it is hidden right there behind that waterfall. It's a larger location than our old base, and it gives us easy access to the surrounding area. And it feels secretive. But today, we're going to begin exploring the caverns beneath that Alunian Tower right above us. We had popped through a portal and come out on the bottom, surprisingly enough. The journals warn us that a powerful creature is somewhere around here protecting the next key. And the mysterious voice claims the protector stands between us and our objective. However, it doesn't tell us what the protector is. And personally, after this far into the game, I'm feeling really sus about the voice, like major sus. So let's see what Timberline Basin has to offer us today. Trying to decide which direction I want to go from. I'm kind of interested in this flight tower wisp, and there's like a cave right there that I could see, but I'm also interested in what's over there. But it looks like the bottom where I came from. Obviously the waterfall is behind us, and we're seeing that familiar, the Zilvant. And we know those are extremely hostile. And we're seeing like a pack of them. You hear that? I'm hearing the knocking of a chest. But that is not a chest. This is some sort of crate. That's different. So on the first island, we've seen like a typical chest, but this is more of a crate-like storage. Got some more Zilfins over there. And some more over here. And the glowing goes downward, so I'm gonna... Ow, that fall damage. We did not have that fall damage on the previous island.
Tasty.
I mean, I just jumped a little ways. It wasn't that big of a jump. I've made bigger jumps on the previous island. So there could be a difference from the starter to the main islands where it's more dangerous. You get a little bit more damage and stuff. I can't think of a game where I've seen that. Going downward into this cave feels a little... Whoa, 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 whoa! What is attacking me and from where? Oh. Oh, it's attacking me. Oh, that's hostile. Okay. I'm like way up here. I don't know what your issue is. And then they suddenly stop attacking me, but they were totally attacking me at first. Ooh, and they're quick. Got a strong knockback. Alright, Shard Caverns. Okay, Shardling. Why don't you stay in your lane there? So we're getting a lot of chests right off the rip here after getting further and deeper in this cave. How close are you gonna let me get? Are you gonna attack me? Maybe it's the other one that was really hostile. Or it could just be an early access glitch. Hello there. Hello there. Why are you... Just run halfway across this cavern to get me. Well, that escalated very quickly. Alright, we're going to continue to follow the light, and hopefully the shardlings will calm themselves down. What is... Oh, that's just a sideways dinner room. It was looking a little weird. Oh, we're in a deep cavern. I really like the star feature on the ceiling. They're giving us a lot of chests. Immediately I'm seeing a puzzle. This looks... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where did you come from? Get out of it. Just getting attacked out of the blue. Didn't even see the shardling anywhere. I can say this much. I don't believe that these are the protectors, but they're doing a really good job. But back to this. This luminary looks different from the previous luminaries that we've seen. This one is glowing gold. The others were like purpley pink, or no, like silvery white. Also seeing massive formations of ore, which is different than the first island. So this light is reflecting on this door, and it looks like there's 3 puzzle pieces here that we can stand on to activate. So I'm gonna... No, that will not work. So let's try getting you to... That's a timer. Oh, whoa, whoa. Suddenly there's more shardlings. And another shardling. Well, this doesn't seem good. And that's a whole lot of shardlings. These are all on a timer. Oh, the door's open. Oh, we jumped through. And we run into a shutter, which is obviously hostile. Rolled out of that AoE. Looks like a shark-like. Ooh.
The sun sets once again.
Ooh, he is messing me up. Let's try this. He's very intent on me instead of my familiar. Wondering if we can swap familiars and maybe my Fian will slow him down. Got his bar about halfway. Come on. Having to really dodge and get out of this. Ah, so we've already found the second key.
Carry the key back to the Witchspire.
All right. Well, I was not expecting to immediately find the protector. I did not think that that was the protector. This was really fully unexpected. I really thought we were going to go through a lot more hoops to get to where we wanted to go in this objective hunt. So I'm seeing a shard that's floating there now, but I'm interested in this puzzle piece that's right at this back doorway. Which leads into a jellyfish cove. I don't know if that's going to be permanently activated. Let's touch this though. Alright, we've activated the basin flight pillar. It would have been cool to see the activation, but we saw the light go through the cavern. And since we've already been that way, we're just gonna go this way. To the area we haven't been. A lot more shardlings. We can expect to possibly be attacked. It's like a level 16. See if we can not piss it off. My Fian seems to attract a lot of... Oh, my poor Fian is looking like he needs some medical attention. Gonna have to craft some more medical leaves. Got a legendary shardling. Now, we've seen jellyfish before when we started in the dream world, and I'm just gonna assume that it's gonna work in a similar way, and we're gonna... Ow! We're gonna die. That fall damage. Oh, Vex is back. We're gonna leave him alone and come back to him because The cool thing is you get to keep everything in your toolbar. You lose everything in your inventory. So let's see if we can find our way back down to the cave, see if we can collect our things again, and actually manage to get up the jellyfish without dying.
Another day.
Which is probably
Another
why they
adventure.
provided those ledges for us. But I thought I could make it. I'm hearing a chest right above me. Right. I'm gonna grab this verdant bloom while it's in my path. Let's see, where was the cave? Now that we don't have the light to guide us, I've got a Zimphant in front of the cave. Yeah, go way over there. Alright, into the cave. Take 2. Hello, shardlings. Let's see how fast we can just run. And get stunned immediately. Oh, and more just keep appearing. That's great. Oh, I'm gonna die a second time. Oh, I didn't realize you could do this before. You can astral project around your dead body. Like a ghost. Well, that didn't work out so well. Obviously, we're gonna have to craft some more verdant bloom petals before we go back down in there. So we're gonna have to go collect some real quick and then give it a third try. I wish you could look down without it, you know, doing this. If I try and shift my mouse to look kind of downward in a different direction, it goes under everything, which is a little frustrating. Alright, I'm gonna stick near the Bumpus because they didn't seem too hostile. At least I've walked, walk up right next to them and they seem pretty chill. So we're at least seeing a major difference in, is everything going to attack you, or are some things going to be hostile and other things less hostile?
This is mine.
Well, since we're looking around for verdant bloom, we can go over here and check out what this was, what this little cross-like structure is. This is the portal and how we got down here. It's wanting us to go back to the main Witchspire. Let's try and cross on the other side of this. We're seeing some spectros over there. Oh, and there's a chest. I like these blue flowers. It's a very nice environmental touch. Oh my goodness. Everything's just kind of determined to trigger or attack us today. Check out this hat that I've got. 3. Not a better hat. Let's put this in the bottom corner. More shardlings, which have a 50-50 chance of being really freaking hostile. Oh, look! Ha ha ha! Inadvertently, I have found the exit. See if we can get our stuff from this side. Hearing a chest. It's below us.
This is mine.
It's got a new wand. This looks a lot more magical. So the wands are getting more and more impressive in looking magical, feeling magical. Oh yeah, you're not oh, saved myself. All right, I got to my stuff. And this answers another question I had. We died twice. Will we be able to retrieve all the things? And it looks like we can we can get the stuff from our first death. The door back here closed. I don't know if it will open for us. So to get this stuff, we gotta go on the other side and see if our dead body's right there. Let's be more careful jumping on the jellyfish this time. Aim for some ledges. Okay, we're gonna have to go straight up. Oh. Nope, I'm gonna die. Oh, I don't know how I did that, but I just got out of that. That was definitely not supposed to happen like that. Whew, okay. Well, that's quite the jump. This one feels a little safer. The tension is real. Trying to not die again. Ooh. And out. We made it. Oh. Thank you, thank you. Not gonna lie, but that was getting testy, even for me. Hate to see what hardcore mode for that area is. So it didn't look like we could go up further this way. It just looked like that was the top of the cave. If there is something, let's just take another peek. Obviously some ledges here. Nope, this looks like the point of no return for this. But this is a really nice view. Alright, let's make our way back down. Alright. So we've gone further up this. That's where we crossed. That was the, let's remember that as a how to get back. Is that cross-like structure. Let's see what's over here. Because this looks like the bottom piece of this tower. Oh look, a book. Maybe the journal will tell us something useful. The cloud. Oh. Oh. Hello. As we get attacked again. Oh, and it followed us. Oh, that's actually really creepy. How it just came out of the water like that. And my fiends under the water too. I don't think it's supposed to happen like this. I think this has got to be some sort of glitch, and it looks extremely weird. And now I don't see my Fien at all. Two more Zilvants showed up. And they're just kind of on lookout near this journal. Now I don't see the other one. And my Fien's disappeared. I noticed that when I use the new wand. Oh, okay. He's dead. It's got a little like crystal-like sound. Alright, let's see if we can read this journal. The Cloud Piercers. Above the clouds,
Night.
below the stars,
Told
Cirrus
Jermaine.
Cloudborn,
Better watch my
founder.
back.
The Cloud Piercers are known for their bravery and willingness to push beyond conventional thinking and norms, believing there is always a better way. Most commonly seen soaring through the sky on their brooms, they've an affinity for Lux magic and a strict belief in helping those in need. Their founder sadly met a tragic fate. So, this isn't a journal that we expected. It's more of a lore piece, I would kind of say. We do know from the very beginning, we can definitely piece together that the Cloud Piercers are a coven, and apparently their founder is Cirrus Cloudborn. It doesn't tell us what tragic fate he met. We can theorize what happened, but I don't know if that's a valuable piece of information or just a small piece of lore to this person. We haven't had any other interaction with this, but we've definitely seen this as the Cloud Piercers are a coven. We do know that from the beginning of the game when we chose our coven. Why isn't... Goodness. Finn's gonna die. Let's do this. I don't know how good that's gonna do, but we're gonna give you a couple of those. Really gonna have to craft a lot more leaves. But anyway. Whoa. That's not my Fien. That's my Fien. Now I'm confused as to why it was putting me in battle when my Fien's way over there. Huh. And why is my Finn going way over there? Come fight and help me. Looks like it's running away like a coward. Where are you going now? Honestly, not understanding the familiar companion. Oh, that was a lot of health. I was sitting there going, yeah, let's use this potion. Heal my Fien up, and it was not my Fien. That's what you get when you try and your eye distracted by everything around you and trying to focus on what you're saying at the same time. But anywho's, so we found that little lore piece, but it doesn't feel like anything that really progresses what we know about our friends, where to find them, or any of the new people that we've found books for. There was a Dr. Gunkalin. Hearing a chest. But not seeing the chest. Ah! Not a chest. It's another crate. Alright. Kind of curious about that ledge over there. This is a really pretty area too. Got this nice scenic waterfall on this lake. We've got the Bumpus all enjoying the lake water. We've got a new creature, a Deetrox,
It's bright outside once more.
which is fighting this Bumpus. Oh, and it makes a weird sound. Alright, who do we think's gonna be the winner? Bumpus or Deetrox? I mean, I'm gonna go with, I think the Deetrox is definitely kicking the Bumpus's butt. It was close there for a second. And I don't know who started this fight. And the Bumpus is dead. Oh, and the Deetrox is moving on to the next Bumpus. And that looks like... I wonder... Can I not... Oh, we got a Bumpus bond! Splashing! And while that Deetrox was distracted too. Let's get out of this water. Let's not attract that. I'm glad we stayed and watched that. That Bumpus was like, he killed me and I'm determined to go get him back. My soul is gonna linger on so that I can get revenge. I like that. Alright, so we can tell that the, just from this, Deetrox is extremely hostile. He is over here tearing up all the Bumpus. Like, totally gives no crap. So when we go to the other side of this, we definitely got to be very careful. You know what? This is a great time for broom flight though. Oh. Maybe. I was trying to get a better look at what he is. He doesn't seem to be triggered while we're on the broom, which is interesting. And sadly, nothing hidden behind these waterfalls. So there is a... I don't see anything on the plateaus that are right there. See if we can get a better look at what this is. Oh, you're gonna try and fight me. They're like rock beavers. Big tails. That are very club-like. And they've got a rock-like exterior. From what I can see. They almost look like terrifying squirrels, honestly. Instead of beavers. It's very nice that we can do that while on our broom. See if we can continue gliding past everything. Get out of a very dangerous situation. Got a group of Zilvants. They're instantly like, you're not supposed to. Oh, they're gonna chase us. Oh, you missed. And they are very good at running around on that rock. Oh, and we can pick things up while in flight. That's nice. He's gonna chase us hard. Okay, so back right there. Whoa, 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 whoa. I heard something. Let's try and go back over here. Ooh. Yeah, you don't want to not be paying attention around some of these creatures. The hostility is super high. Try and get off my broom here and go back up this way. Alright. There is a tree plateau right there. There's a plateau right here. Probably get up this one. But I don't think I can get up there without a broom. I feel like this was, ooh, maybe too far of a jump down there, witch. Let's find a little bit safer way down. So we're seeing some flight spheres. We saw that in the direction of our base before. So I'm hoping that our base is like right over in this direction. Yes. Our base is right here. And I think this is a great time. Vex should have appeared again, and it feels like the really next big thing that we need to be doing is trying to fight and collect him. We got that note before that he was left behind by one of our friends that we've been following. And why he was left behind is unknown, but it seems like Valen became hostile to Vex in some way.
Hey! I know this place.
Oh, it's gonna let us this time. Yes! We bonded with Vex. Go us. So Vex has the ethereal element, and he's equipable near Hearth, and awesomely, we're right next to the Hearth. Oh, my inventory's full. We don't need this rock. We need Vex way more. Alright, let's see if we can put some of our other familiars to use. Don't think we have a charling. Don't have a Chilry, and we don't have a Traxio. We haven't even seen a Traxio. Don't have this or the Shardling. Alright, so we might just let's swap the Bombas out. What we might have to do is just craft a third chest that we keep some of our bonded creatures in for now. Unless, is there a way to let our familiars run around? Doesn't do anything. So let's go with this. We're gonna just craft another chest. Do this right here. And let's add some of our bonds into that. We've also got some new gear here. So let's look at our character. Got Volan's hat. So this belongs to Volan, our classmate. He's got a nice hat. It's 2-star. It's got 25% more wand damage, but negative 25% spell damage.
I like this.
This hat is still better. So none of the hats are better than we've got currently equipped. We've got a new piece of jewelry. So this slows down our attack speed, but we get more health and more spellblade damage. And it goes into this diamond slot. Next we've got 3 different robes. That is not a better one. We'll see. Ours does 30% familiar damage, gives us 10% health, and an additional 10% familiar damage. We've also... Volan's lost all his clothes, apparently. But since he's lost his clothes, this actually seems slightly better. Or equal. You know what? I'm going to say it's equal. And since I've already got a lot of health with the bracelet giving me 50% health, I'm going to keep the familiar damage as the better option. Oh, we've got a trinket too. This looks like some sort of, like a thumb on a keychain. And it does 25% double drop farming and 30% max health. So we're getting a lot of health. And we can't slot that in that. It would have to replace our lucky charm. 30%. So this is a better charm.
I like this.
Very nice. Real quick, we're gonna stop and fill up our inventory, and we knew that we can... I want to keep that separate. This all looks like regular stuff, but that does not. It was letting us pull things directly from our inventory to craft stuff, so we don't have to keep things on our person in order to craft. I'm gonna go ahead and put away. This is a better wand. A protective wand. I'm gonna put this one away too. But this is a nice spell blade, and we've got our... Do it like that. Like to keep a health potion in between both of my weapons. Makes it easier to scroll. Turn your mouse wheel, one click back, one more, and you can swap between weapons, healing weapons. I think we're gonna create one more chest if we can. I don't think we have enough wood though. No. Why didn't I use... We're gonna need at least 2 more chests for sure. And unfortunately, this little segment might just be me organizing a few things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go grab some wood. Oh, you know what? This could be easy peasy. I forgot. We used that scroll to build us a little mini forest on this island. So why don't we just swim to it and cut down a couple of trees that we grew. And we realized that did not apply to inside the cave, which was, yeah, that'd have been nice to have our resources right in the cave with us. We only got 15, so I'd say that we need at least 30 to create all the chests that we need. And I don't get too much or too bogged down into setting up camps. I look at camps as this is the thing. Base building is a thing that you have to do to pretty much continue progressing and exploring. I don't like getting too bogged down and try and be as efficient as possible. And I really like that in crafting, it's going to pull everything out of all of my collective chests, it seems, or at least the chests that are in the vicinity of my base to craft items. It really makes the whole part of the survival crafting a little bit faster paced and more interesting for a player like me. I don't like getting too bogged down in base building. In fact, we'll probably build 1,000 bases. Maybe not 1,000. But
New day begins.
there will probably, at minimum, be 10 base moves in this entire series. And it's just trying to figure out what's the most important thing to move, what's a good location that's safe, easily accessible, but not so accessible to anything that might attack us. And the waterfalls have been a nice safety net. Vex was the first, and it wasn't even hostile. My Fiend just made him hostile the first time. But so far, none of the waterfalls have had anything hostile behind them. That doesn't mean there won't be anything hostile in the future. It just meant that, for now, there wasn't anything really. Oh, and there is a limit. We were just not in a good position before to see what the limit was. So I'm just gonna set this chest right there. And I'm gonna set this chest right here. I think I've covered the 2 chests that I really want to cover. So over here, basically anything that I didn't think. I don't want to lose anything in case I need something, because you never know sometimes. But basically it's like a little, we're going to call this the trash trunk. And this one's it's great next to our cooking station where we can put some food. Which food has not seemed like an overly important thing in this survival crafter, except to heal yourself when you take damage. And, you know, the notes are pretty important, so I'm going to set it in here with the bond chest. Then I'm going to take these items out of this. In fact, I'm going to move the note. Alright, that way it's in this important items chest. We had already looked at these. They were not very great items. Or at least compared to what we're currently utilizing. And we hadn't really looked into our luminaries. So let's go ahead and open that up and take a look at what we can expand. We've got 12 points to utilize in our skills tree. We've unlocked flight, and it looks like the next thing that we can do is get a cauldron, but we have to get our hearth leveled up. So backpedaling down, at what we can activate. Can't activate these things. Oh, we did activate that. We've increased our logging speed. Alright, we've gotten some sturdy HP for our familiar. Hopefully Finn will stop dying so much. Or almost dying. There's some weapons, but it doesn't seem that we can unlock them yet. Oh, we got a recipe for a wand. And a recipe for another wand. gain some wand damage. That's always good. And some mana. I'm not gonna get... So far, the crafting speed is fine. I don't want to waste points on that when it doesn't seem overly arduous. Oh, let's do this one. That seems really important. Hopefully we can then craft the more of the tree growing scrolls. That'd be nice. And it looks like we can make our own clothing. We need more mining skill to do some of these things. So we can... Oh, we can. Let's give ourselves 2 more backpack slots. That's always helpful. And now we're out of luminaries. Alright. Got plenty of homebound scrolls. Let's take a look at what's in our crafters now. It's got cotton, hide, and thick string. Charcoal, clay bricks, stone bricks, glass, copper ingots, iron ingots. What is new over here? Spear incense. So we got ritual scroll vortex. Summons a spirit trap that'll fling anyone who comes near. Exhaust trap contains a commonly used spell for controlling swift foes. A healing guardian. That's gotta be useful. Or we've had the home browns. Ah. I'd like to try this one again in this cave. Let's see if we can make one. Requires a simple candle. And I thought we had some ink already. And so I'm thinking that... Alright. So it does not seem... I'm gonna have to go verify something, but let's pull up our map. Let's go back to our first base, because I'm fairly certain I have ink in there. And that would mean items have to be in the vicinity of the hearth and where you're using them. Yes, so I have all of this. And in order to use it, apparently I've got to be where we can use it. So the chest here, I can save things in them. I can craft things in this hearth. I can put down crafting agents around, objects around. But in order to actually use them, the chest has to be in the vicinity of where I'm crafting. So it's not pulling the items from across islands in order for me to use. So there is a limitation to what it can do. We already captured you. Why are you back? I guess he's just like permanently gonna pop up. That's gotta be a glitch. I don't think that should happen. Alright. Let's go put the trash into the trash bin. little side inventory management going on here. No, it's not always. Fun to watch. I try to be as efficient with this as possible. I really hate getting bogged down into too much of this. Give me 1 second, guys. I've got to take a small little break. Here's a little intermission while you wait.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Don't pull right down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Oh, just breathe in. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Don't pull right down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Oh, just breathe in. Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Don't pull right down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Oh, just breathe in. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Don't pull right down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Oh, just breathe in. I'm in a race that everybody's chasing fast. They wanna be that someone on the screen at last. They ain't looking inside for their needs in life. They wanna be like by everybody in sight. But trust me, being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right. But if you put in the work, you can find the light, alright. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Don't pull right down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? I'll just breathe in. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Don't pull right down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? I'll just breathe in.
Alright, welcome back, guys. I hope you were entertained by my intermission clip. My son came to ask me whether he could have some Scooby snacks. And while we were in intermission, I was able to clean up the rest of my crafting. I did not get started on crafting that verdant bloom, which I do really need. And we get to see our familiar dance around to craft this item. And he actually crafted that very quickly. And now Vex is in the water. Yeah, he's definitely glitching out for some reason. Unsure why. Alright. Let's see if we can get back up to the top and take flight again, recharge our broom battery, so to speak. So I think the portal was back over here. It's definitely somewhere around here. There we go. There's the cave. And we're probably going to want to be prepared that the guardians up top are back. Yes, the guardian is back. Let's see. Looks like we can go up and then down that other little side plateau. At least the Letties seem friendly. The little hedgehogs. Oh. Oh ho ho. So now we're seeing a level 20 familiar that's popped up in front of where we need to go, and it's that weirdly named Wariopharynx creature. We haven't seen this creature. It's supposedly really scary from some previous journals that we've read. I don't know how hostile it is. He's like hopping like a bunny on his tail. Oh, he's definitely weird looking. He's like a mix between a bat and a bunny, like a super fat bat bunny. We can get really close to him. He's just super weird looking. Okay. He doesn't look like he's gonna mess with us, which is awesome. See if we can get this luminary. Get some points. Get some more things. Symbol of Ohm. And can we reach this? My first instinct is to say, let's jump up here to see if we can activate it. Yes.
Blessed Veer. The sun
Oh,
rises
so
once
to
more.
activate this, we're gonna need to collect one more pillar. And it's all the way up there, isn't it? It's all the way on the other side of that. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to get over there. I'm going to say this might be a little too strong for us to try and fight. So since it's not hostile, I think we should just try and come back to collect the Gwar Phoenix. At least we know where we can collect him from. And maybe, so I jumped off that. If that's gonna be our broom charge right there, then maybe, just maybe, I can climb something to get a broom charge. And we can make the easy path upwards to the other side. I know this seems kind of steep. Yeah, not gonna. So how are we going to get all the way to the other side? So there's plateaus, but that plateau seems really tall. Let's try and see if there's a different direction that we can go. See, there was this platform here, but I don't think we could get any higher than this. This is the steepest that it would go. We can go off this side, and we're on the beach, but I don't know if the other side of this is beach accessible. Give it a shot though. This may let us fly just on the coast of this island. But I'm not seeing any access points to that upward side yet that we could reasonably get to. Oh, wrong one. Take a nosedive down. See if we can get a little bit of height here. Oh, parkoured that. All right, we're closer. There's a big problem in between us and it, but we're a lot closer than being on the other side of the island. So that's progress. All right, how can we? Ha. So we just gotta like make it through all the dangerous D-tracks. It's like it's not hitting him. Are you like invisible? Okay. So it's gonna force you to face your foe. I wonder if I can just send my Fiend down there and... Nope. You're not gonna go, are you? Because I'm up here. It's almost like, why do I have a familiar? Alright. Let's try and get this level 14. Alright. So one down. I think we've cleared enough space that we might be able to slide by the next two. And make it to this giant log that's been placed here, damming up and creating the waterfall. Alright, so I'm seeing 1, 2, a chest, another one, 2 immediate enemies on my left, 2 immediate enemies on my right. These look slightly... 1, 3. I'm gonna try and go for this chest one. Oh, and there's like a legendary one over here. Oh. Let's try and not activate any of them. Hopefully, they seem to be wandering in circular patterns, which is good. We might be able to avoid some detection. Climb this stump. Activate this. And now we have fly active. Ah, okay, okay. Now I'm starting to understand the flight mechanic. So you can't fly if your flight tower isn't activated. It's the source of our flying power. And we can fly around however we like once it's activated. And if we get to an island, we've got like an X charge, and then we're going to poof to the ground if it's not activated. Alright, so we get a nice little once over of this island. Okay. Didn't mean to do all that. This is a pretty... Oh, look, a book. A book in an area we could not get to earlier. The Wild Roots. Don't search for purpose, it finds you. Galia Pinegrove, founder. With a flaming passion for all living things, the Wild Roots are known for their kindness but heated temperament. In touch with nature and growth, herbalism is their second nature. They've an affinity for nature magic, often seeking to imbue its powers into both tools and weapons. Their founder is known as something of a trickster, who often surprises young students with playful pranks and harsh truths. So we're getting a little bit more connection to some of the covens. So for this coven, the Wild Roots, we found out the founder is Galia Pinegrove. So this is a little bit of lore into the covens that we're seeing. And since we've seen 2 books now, I think we're going to see 6 books in total eventually. that tells you a little piece about each of the covens to tie it into the game. Because so far, it hasn't felt like there was any tie-in other than you chose a coven at the very beginning. So we've been all down here, but let's get a little above look. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of scouting the whole area. See if there was any other things like journals being in weird places, chests being in places that we couldn't have gone to on foot or on hover flight. I did want to get onto this and see if there was anything right here. I didn't think so, but taking a better look at this tower. Hearing a chest. The knocking's going in and out, softer than louder. But it's like it's inside, not outside. Like there's a way to get in here. Go up a little further. Well, it doesn't appear that you can go anywhere in the structure. This is interesting and maddening because I kind of want to know where this is coming. Oh, look, a journal. So there was something in here. Skeptics of the Deities. While there are nearly as many myths of creation as there are people to challenge them, some irrefutable patterns can be observed. There are those who discard these claims entirely, instead believing that Starkin are merely a last shimmer of existence, lost to time after they leave the physical realm. The worlds were always here, and we are but a brief shard of existence, which will continue until no more breaths are taken, and no more thoughts are worth thinking. Famously, Ragnus Emberstern, founder of the Starsmiths, refuted the claims of any deities, claiming to believe only what his eyes and ears report.
Time flies, and so do
So this
I.
is
Yeah, I think it's bedtime.
a little bit into the Starsmith coven. Their founder, Ragnus Emberstern, was a skeptic of ultimate beings existing in the world, which, considering that it's astrology based, and I find astrologists to be very scientific in their core beliefs, while they're always looking out to the stars to figure out the life's bigger mystery questions, they're also grounded in things that they can prove, things that they see, or things that are tangible. But that's my humble opinion. Back to our conundrum of hearing a chest but not seeing a chest. We were about... It's definitely right here. But now it's further. Now it's closer. Now it's closer. Is it? I mean, it sounds like it's right here. But I'm not hearing it right here. Well, that's gonna drive me insane. Oh. Hello there. Let's hop on our broom and take flight again. And we hear it on this side. At this level. For sure. Like there's something in this dome. But I'm definitely not seeing anything. So weird. It's gotta be either the chest is stuck somewhere in the building, because it sounds like it's right here. But obviously, there's nothing here. Other than the cliff base. So I'm going to chalk that up to some sort of error. Alright, looks like we've given that area a nice little glance over. We were up there, went around, got some ruins at the top right there. No, I think that's the spire. We're headed back to the spire if we go that direction. I think. No? Oh, no. That's the complete opposite. So what is this?
This is amazing!
Ooh. Alright. We've got a big boss-like creature that looks... Okay, this looks like some sort of corrupted
It's bright
creature.
outside once more.
Which might be our first actual instance of observing corruption, but we don't know whether this whether these beings were here before we activated the first key or after we activated the first key. So I'd be suspicious. Got a puzzle right there. I don't know what they do. I'm just gonna like fly pretty close and see what we can do. They're tall. They've got a really weird hand, spindly legs. They've got hair, tree hair, which is pretty cool. There's another puzzle piece in that building. This looks like a doorway. They're not immediately hostile, but I'm not on the ground either. That might play a factor, but I can get real. I got really close, and then it became hostile. And there's two of them. There's also a journal up here. Which probably has a nice clue as to what's next, since this is its own standalone area. Let's just try and not die. Ooh, he makes a weird sound.
I've got luminaries to spend.
Alright, so we've defeated one of these. He was a little easier than anticipated. The other one's just, well, okay, where'd the other one go? Oh, he ended up, oh, you're in the building. This looks like it's supposed to be some sort of slash attack, but it's not quite slashing the way it needs to. So let's read this journal. I don't think there's any more, unless they're hiding in some sort of building, which let's hope not. The Starsmiths. Even stars can bend. Ragnus Emberston, founder. Known for their brash nature but honest hearts, the Starsmiths architect most of society, from magical items to buildings. They have the power to bend reality with the beats of their hammers, and will stop at nothing to do great things in the service of all people. They have an affinity for crystal magic, using its sharp and powerful strength in their pursuit of building great monuments. So, if I had to guess, a lot of these ruins might have been created by Starsmiths, since they are builders and masters of the building craft. That might be where a lot of these buildings come from. Now, I will say that all of the designs of the building are very similar, and other than some dilapidation, realistically, we can't tell how old any of these ruins are. There's overgrowth, but there's no way to tell, how much overgrowth there's supposed to be to tell if there's an age for these buildings. That just held. Okay. So I stepped on that. It started glowing. Oh, there's a portal back here. It could take us anywhere. Let's not go through the portal yet. try and see if we can figure out something about the puzzles. I'm hearing a chest. Ah, there we go. Cotton bandages. Alright, so there was one activation key in here, one activation key in the other side, and one here. That's what I couldn't see. But nothing's happening. Maybe there's another activation key and we missed it. So one there and it's still glowing. One there. Ah, right there. Wonder if we can activate this with the broom. And it's still not doing anything, so there might be another puzzle piece somewhere. Fiamino has appeared. Also a possibility. No, that's glowing. They're still glowing, so... You know what? I think we're gonna have to go through the portal. I'm going to bet that through the portal is some sort of last activation. So, good luck us. I'm hearing a chest. And we look like we're in the dream world again. Lots of jellyfish going off to this ruins. And over this way, lots of jellyfish going to this. And this looks weird and larger. And I definitely see something. There's like a tree maybe in the center. I'm gonna go start with the smaller area. It feels a little safer. And maybe like there's a clue or a key or something before we go to that larger area, which has a big coliseum in the back. Ooh. And we're gonna fall into the black hole. Okay, so we sustained just a little bit of damage. It's gonna be a little forgiving. Overshooting it by a lot. Oh no.
delicious.
No, come on, jump. I'm wondering. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna test something. Ooh, nope. Nope, that is not going to work. I'm gonna have to try and do it with keyboard and mouse. I was gonna try and plug my controller in, but this is brutal. It's like they're terribly spaced apart, honestly. Oh, come on. You're like trying to hover and jump to catch the next one. It's definitely not a forgiving concept. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, you gotta like aim your mouse straight down. Oh. I won't lie, that last little fall was making me sick. Oh, no. Just think, you gotta make it all the way back. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This one, I'm having trouble with. Let's try the bigger island. It's a little, at least looking a little bit more spaced out. Cool. All right, we made it to this area.
Sun sets once again.
Whew. Oh, that's seriously? That is a really long jump. Gotta be kidding me. Okay. Oh, we made it. Really wasn't expecting to make it. Oh, a Bira. So we've got something new and dangerous here. Or dangerous looking. And for the dream world, they have materials to pick up. Now, the last time we saw some berries, this has got ores and stuff in here, almost like it's not the dream world.
I like the look of that.
It's giving us a homebound scroll. That's just a rock. Got some floating objects way out in the distance. Well, there's another portal piece here. Let's go see what this tree is. And wasn't there something legendary over here that we saw before? Maybe it was a tail leaf. No, it was definitely that Fura. I wonder if we can fly here or we can hover. We can hover broom. Looks like we can probably access this by this ledge. There's definitely something over there. Oh, look. Wonder if this will far jump us. Ow. Let's see one more of those. Like the other one. I mean, that jumped us really far. Maybe we can make it to that other one. Oh yeah. Oh, this is much easier. And we get a soft landing. So now we have a way back. Before going to that portal, we can find out if there was something to activate over here. Because I have a feeling that there is something here. What is this?
Blessed Vir, the sun rises once more.
So we've got a glowing piece in the center of this, but it doesn't seem to do anything or have some sort of activation. And I don't see anything here or hear anything here, and I don't see anything there. So unless there's something on this ramp, it's like there's nothing here. So maybe... I don't know. Interest filler? It's definitely a lot of jellyfish to scale. In my humble opinion, way too many jellyfish to try and scale. Let's try one more time to see if anything... See if I hit it with some magic. Nothing's happening. Alright, well, let's go back to the other and see if going through the portal, it seems like our only option here. Yeah, they just need to fix that to where you only had to do one jellyfish hop, honestly, because the multiple jellyfish, at least for my controller, it was super sensitive. My mouse and keyboard. I probably could have done it on controller because I have like years and years of practice with controller, but I'm not as adept with mouse and keyboard maneuver. Like the basics, fine. But I just haven't had enough PC practice. Alright, portal. Where are you gonna take us? Okay, we're... brought us back to the beginning. So now I'm confused as to what was in there and why we needed to go in there only to come out the same location. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't see anything else. Are we seeing anything? Okay, let's just... There's gotta be something here that activates. I mean, they wouldn't just give us 4 activations and then just be like, that's it. That seems a little weird. One, 2, 3, 4. I'm definitely not seeing anything outside of this. Did a door open? Did a something happen? Anything look different? The only thing that looks different is this Fiamina. Okay. That didn't do anything different. That didn't do anything different. But I'm gonna say that since this seems like you can... I mean, it's acting like you can probably catch these. I'm wondering if we, Oh, it's gonna let us get one. Nice! We got a treetop. Well, at least something's gonna come out of this. So, scholars were unsure whether this familiar was man-made through the use of magic, given its appearance compared to other farlings. Nice. I'm gonna trade that for... Oh, we can't trade it. Let's leave him in the bag, just in case we die. Let's do a little bit more thorough investigation of these. They're all the same symbol. They're all the same shape. No indication that anything's different. They've got to activate something. This one here. I mean, there's just the portal. It's almost like... you had to trigger something else. See anything hidden in the bushes? Feels like it would be obvious. All the other pieces are. Can I get a hint for Hot 500, Alex? Because you've got me stumped here. I mean, obviously there's something in this portal. There has to be. Got this, but that doesn't do anything, but let's trade that. The portal is the only thing that is not making sense here, because we went in, we crossed, we went out. We didn't see anything significant except for one glowing item. Unless we were having to trigger something. There was that little... There's a chest right there. Just missed it. Maybe something was in that chest. You gotta pick one. You've got to pick one, witch. Okay, that hurt.
Tasty.
Alright, let's... Oh, I'm gonna get out of that. Go straight for it, go straight for it. Go. No, just missed it. Oh, and it was gonna be forgiving and put us at the bottom. Nice. Alright, so I'm gonna consider that as we made it here. Oh, nope. This is glowing. Unsure why it's glowing. We went all the way up there and there wasn't anything there. Long jump. Yellow. I like this one much better. It's a nice flight. Maybe there was something to activate here and we missed it? That's a possibility. There's a platform here. We've been on it. We got the chest that's there. What's in the back? That made a weird noise. There's a Chirley here.
The sun sets once again.
Not seeing anything. Alright. Let's look on top of this. In front of it. Maybe we had to kill everything here, but that seems like it wouldn't do that. Got like an amphitheater, glowing flowers, another portal. This is the exit portal. So the only other place that I'm seeing is maybe we missed something on that little previous area. It's got a tower. See if we can bubble jump over there. Nope. I want to put us back to this section, which is interesting. Why here? But it seems like you can far jump one way, you can't far jump the other way. I'm wondering if I can far jump using this one. Nope. It automatically shot me back the previous direction. So, nope, can't do that. Guys, I'll be honest. I'm 100% stumped on what to do here. I really didn't see anything there last time. So I don't know why we would go through a portal to go around some islands that have nothing, to then go back through the same portal and not activate anything. Unless there's just some sort of malfunction. So I think we're just gonna have to come back and think tank on this. But I think this is a great stopping point anyway. The next part of this is we'll go stick the second of the 6 keys into the Witchspire, see what the voice has to say to us, and see if we can find any more evidence of where our friends Valen and Illyria have gone. And obviously Valen is naked somewhere since we found his clothes. And this might be because his mind is fracturing and he's seeing eyes and hearing voices. Psychotic breakdown. I mean, when you're stranded on an island in an unknown place, that could be expected to happen. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and I hope you have a magical rest of your day. Bye.